Hey everyone, this is Noah. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a form of power that doesn't scream or show off, but is felt by everyone around, the power of silent behavior. We all want to be respected, but we often believe that to achieve it, we need to be the person who speaks the loudest, has the quickest answer, or is always at the center of attention. What if I told you that true respect, the kind that is deep and lasting, is often born from the opposite? It's born from what you don't say, from the actions you take with discretion, and from the strength you demonstrate in your quietness. In this video, we will explore 5 silent behaviors that naturally build an aura of respect around you. These are not manipulation tricks, but rather postures that reveal strong self-confidence and emotional intelligence. If you want to learn how to position yourself in the world with more security and dignity, stay with me, because these ideas can transform the way you interact with everyone. Behavior 1. Staying silent when everyone expects a reaction. Imagine the scene: a tense meeting at work, a family argument, or an unfair criticism thrown in your direction. The instinct for most people is to react immediately, to defend themselves, to counterattack, to justify. It's a natural self-preservation impulse. Now, think about the power of doing the unexpected. Choosing silence, not a passive or fearful silence, but a deliberate one. When you take a deep breath and choose not to react impulsively, you are communicating something extremely powerful. You are showing that you are in control of your emotions, and not the other way around. This small pause demonstrates maturity and strength. It shows that your self-esteem is not at stake, and that you will not be easily dragged into fruitless ego battles. The people around you notice this instantly. They see someone who is not reactive, but thoughtful. Someone who assesses the situation before spending their energy. This ability to remain calm under pressure is one of the clearest marks of self. You don't need to prove you're right. Your calmness is already a demonstration of strength. This conscious silence breaks the cycle of reactivity and, almost instantly, generates genuine respect for your emotional stability. Behavior 2. Exiting the scene discreetly. We have all been in places or situations where we didn't feel valued. It could be a job, a group of friends, or even a relationship. The common reaction for many people is to make a grand announcement of their departure. They create drama, give long speeches, seek one last drop of attention, or try to provoke a reaction. The most powerful approach, however, is the silent exit. When you realize that an environment is no longer healthy or constructive for you, the decision to step away is made internally. And then, without fanfare, without unnecessary confrontations, you simply withdraw. You stop showing up, you stop responding, you stop investing your energy there. This attitude is not an act of weakness. It is the pinnacle of dignity. It communicates that you value yourself to the point that you do not need an audience to validate your decision. It shows that your peace is more important than having the last word. The people left behind notice the void your absence creates, and the lack of drama forces them to reflect on the real reason for your departure. They learn, through your silent action, that you are someone who has clear boundaries and who does not negotiate their will. This self-sufficiency is incredibly respectable. Behavior 3. Observing more than you speak. We live in a world that rewards noise. In meetings and social gatherings, the one who talks the most is often seen as more confident or intelligent. But there is a much greater power in attentive observation. Think of the person in a group who, instead of dominating the conversation, is genuinely listening. They are not just waiting for their turn to speak. They are absorbing information, reading body language, and understanding the unspoken dynamics of the environment. They don't have the anxious need to prove their worth every minute. When this person finally speaks, their words usually carry more weight. They are more precise, more insightful, and get straight to the point because they are the result of analysis, not impulse. They speak less, but say more. This observant posture generates a type of respect linked to wisdom. People begin to realize that you are someone who thinks before speaking, who sees what others, in their rush to express themselves, miss. They feel that your opinion is valuable. Your quiet presence becomes a point of stability, and people are naturally drawn to and respect this depth. Behavior 4. Maintaining a healthy reserve. In the age of social media, overexposure has become the norm. People share intimate details of their lives, their plans, their victories, and their defeats, seeking validation and connection. While vulnerability is important, indiscriminate exposure can diminish the perception of value. Having a healthy reserve is not about being cold or mysterious. It's about having discernment. It's understanding that not everyone needs to know everything about you. Your goals, your struggles, and your personal life are valuable and deserve protection. When you are selective about what you share and with whom you share it, you are silently establishing boundaries. You show that you respect yourself and that access to your inner world is a privilege, not a right. This discretion conveys an image of self-sufficiency and solidity. People perceive that you are not an open book, driven by the need for external approval. This creates an aura of integrity and strength. They understand that you are the guardian of your own story, and this conscious self-protection is a quality that inspires immense respect. Behavior 5. permanently walking away from disrespect. This is perhaps the most difficult behavior, but also the most transformative. Many people tolerate unacceptable levels of disrespect, hoping that the other person will change. They argue, reason, and explain why they deserve to be treated better, getting trapped in cycles of frustration. The most powerful attitude is to recognize disrespect as a boundary that has been crossed and, from that point on, to walk away definitively. No threats, no ultimatums, no long discussions. The action is the message that disrespect occurred. The decision was made. The door was closed. This ability to withdraw completely, without looking back, is the greatest demonstration of self. It shocks people who are used to being able to cross boundaries without real consequences. Your silent and firm departure is a powerful lesson they will never forget. It communicates, unequivocally, that you value yourself above any toxic relationship or situation. It's not about punishing the other person, but about honoring yourself. This silent strength to choose yourself, above all else, is the foundation of self. And it is impossible not to respect someone who respects himself so profoundly. So, as we have seen, lasting respect, the kind that truly remains, is not won with noise, but built brick by brick with silent and consistent attitudes. True strength does not lie in who shouts the loudest, but in who possesses the calm to maintain dignity under pressure. It's about maintaining serenity when it would be easy to react, exiting the scene with elegance when your presence is not valued, listening with the intent to understand, not just to reply. It's about protecting your peace and your story as a treasure and, above all, having the unwavering courage to permanently walk away from everything that harms you. It is crucial to understand that none of these behaviors are about feeling superior to others. On the contrary, they are the purest expression of fidelity to oneself. They are not born from a strategy to impress, but flourish naturally from a well-cultivated self-esteem and a developed emotional intelligence. They are the visible result of deep inner work on self. Therefore, the invitation I leave you with today is to start practicing these postures in your daily life, not as a performance, but as an act of loyalty to your own peace. Observe how the dynamics around you transform when you position yourself from this quiet strength. You will realize that the respect we so often seek from others is, in fact, an echo. It always begins with a non-negotiable respect you show for yourself. Thank you for joining me in this reflection. If this video helped you in any way, your like and your comment make all the difference. And sharing this message can inspire someone who needs to hear it. Much peace and strength on your journey. Until next time.